December 1st, 1948. Adelaide, Australia. Somerton Beach. 6:30 a.m. The sun is rising. A man is found lying against a seawall. He is well dressed. A suit and tie. His head is propped up. His shoes are polished. An unlit cigarette rests on his collar. Witnesses had seen him the night before. They assumed he was sleeping. But this morning, he is still. The man is dead. And so begins Australia's most profound and enduring mystery, the case of the Somerton man. The police are called. They search the body. There is no wallet, no identification, no money. In his pockets, they find a train ticket to a nearby suburb, a bus ticket into the city, a pack of chewing gum, some cigarettes, a box of matches. Nothing to say who he was or why he was there. The man is a ghost. Every label on every piece of his clothing has been meticulously cut off. The body is taken to the coroner. Dr. John Cleland begins the autopsy. He expects a simple answer: heart attack, drowning. He finds nothing. The man was in peak physical condition, around 40 to 45 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. His heart was healthy. His lungs were clear. There was no sign of violence. But the autopsy reveals congestion. His spleen was 3 times its normal size. His liver was distended with blood. There was blood in his stomach. The coroner's conclusion was shocking. The man had died from poison. A poison so powerful it caused a rapid, violent death, but so subtle that it left no trace. A poison the coroner could not identify. He was a phantom, poisoned but with no poison, well dressed but with no name. The police are stumped. They release a photograph of the man's face. They appeal to the public. No one recognizes him. The fingerprints are sent around Australia, to England, to the United States. The results? Negative. The case goes cold until January 14th, 1949, 6 weeks after the body was found. A breakthrough. At the Adelaide railway station, a suitcase is discovered. It was checked into the cloakroom on November 30th, the day before the body was found. The police open it. Inside is a collection of items: a dressing gown, slippers, pajamas, a razor, shaving brush, and a stencil kit, the kind used by naval officers to mark their clothes, and a spool of thread, a Barber brand orange wax-coated thread, an unusual type, not available in Australia. They checked the dead man's suit. The thread used to repair a tear in his pocket is a perfect match. This is his suitcase. But just like his clothes, the suitcase offers no name. The brand tag is ripped off. Every label on the clothing is gone, except for 3. T. Keen, 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 written on a tie, a laundry bag, and a singlet. The police are relieved. The case is solved. They search for T. Keen. They search for every missing person's database. No T. Keen is missing. They find nothing. The name, it seems, was a dead end. Perhaps another deliberate, false clue. The man is buried. The inscription, "Here lies the unknown man who was found at Somerton Beach." The mystery seems destined to be forgotten. But only one final, tiny clue. During a second, more detailed examination, the coroner had found something he had missed. A small, hidden fob pocket sewn into the man's trousers. Inside is a tiny, tightly rolled scrap of paper, printed with 2 words. 2 words that would define the case. Tamán Shud. The police are confused. They run the words through libraries. An expert identifies them. They are Persian. They are the final 2 words of a famous 12th century book of poetry, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. The meaning of Tamán Shud: it is ended, or it is finished. The police now have a theory, a suicide note. The man had poisoned himself, and this was his final message. But the search for the book that the scrap of paper was torn from comes up empty. The case goes cold again for 6 agonizing months, until a local man steps forward. He tells the police that on December 1st, the day the body was found, he had found a book in the back seat of his car. He had parked near Somerton Beach. He thought nothing of it. He gives the book to the police. It is a rare New Zealand edition of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. The police open it to the final page. The last 2 words are missing. They are torn out. The scrap of paper from the dead man's pocket is a perfect match. This is his book. The police examine it with new eyes. In the back, written in faint pencil, are 5 lines of capital letters. It looks like a code. It has never been decrypted. And one more thing, a telephone number, unlisted, belonging to a young woman, a nurse named Justin Thompson. The police find her. She lives just a few blocks from Somerton Beach, where the body was found. They show her the plaster cast of the dead man's face. Her reaction is described as completely taken aback. She seems near to fainting, but she denies everything. She denies knowing the man. She denies knowing anything about the book. She does admit to giving a copy of the Rubaiyat to a man named Alfred Boxall, a man she knew during the war. The police find Alfred Boxall. The case is certainly solved, but Boxall is alive, and he still has his copy of the Rubaiyat with the words Taman Shud intact. The Somerton man was not Alfred Vauxhall. Jestin had been deceptive. Why?
The investigation hits a final brick wall. Who was the Somerton man? What is the code? What did Jestin know? And what poison kills without a trace? For 70 years, the mystery has remained. A perfect, unsolvable case. A ghost, a code, and a poem that simply means it is finished. A case where a single indecipherable code holds the key to a man's identity. A message that cannot be read. But what about a killer who sends coded messages taunting the entire world? A killer who gives his name but is never caught. A zodiac speaking in ciphers.